各位 PIC 33的用户，大家好！今天我们来到西安在 PIC 养猪论坛的间歇来采访Brian Melody 教授。Hi, Dr. Melody. Thanks for accepting our interview. Uh, so, my first question is, now in China, in the pig industry, every people talk about the PSY. They think this is the key to success. This is the most important thing. So, what's your opinion about this?
At PIC, we believe that PSY is a critical factor for Chinese farmer success. We believe that we have very competitive products, and we're excited to learn about the progress that the Chinese farmers are making.
Mm-hmm.
However, we also know and understand that as high as 75% of the cost of production may occur after weaning. So I lead a team of professionals that focus on wean-to-finish management, wean-to-finish production. And we believe that the farmer's focus can unlock potential profits.
Yeah.
And we have a balanced genetic profile that focuses both on reproductive traits and total economic traits like feed conversion and average daily gain.
So, I heard that you have visited several Chinese farms
Yes.
recently,
Yes.
and you're from America. So, in your opinion, what's the difference between the Chinese farms and the U.S. farms?
Well, we see many similarities between Chinese farms and American farms. What we have seen, what I've learned about over the last few years is a quick application and adoption of many of the technologies that we have learned about in the West, whether it has to do with feeding systems, ventilation systems, flooring systems, and we see great advancement there. So in other farms in the countryside, we see farms that use some partially slatted floors with ventilation systems of the past. So we're excited about the growth and application of technology in Chinese systems today.
So, actually, the Chinese pig farms now use a lot of technology that are already used in the U.S.
Absolutely.
So, I know you you are the expert on the when to finish this period of pig. In your opinion, what are the key elements for this period of pig?
Yes, we believe that this period of growth can become very complicated, but many of the strategies that we focus on are very simple and apply across time. Taking a look at things like temperature, humidity, airflow would be a cornerstone. Feed, the feed quality, the nutritional profile, and simple things like making certain that feed is in the feeders in front of pigs at all times, and the pig is not wasting feed as well through proper settings of pan coverage within the feeder.
Yeah. Uh, so, you mentioned that some simple elements like the temperature or other things. So, uh, what do you think the temperature? What is important? The age of the piglet or the body weight of the piglet is important to the temperature.
Yeah. Well, first off, it's always been incumbent upon a good farmer to pay attention to the conditions of the pig and how the pig feels. We know with health challenges that may occur.
Yeah.
If I have a health challenge, I know that it may be 30 degrees Celsius in the room, and I may still be wearing a blanket.
Yeah.
So we need to pay attention and understand to make the pig comfortable. But in general terms, we believe that the ideal temperature is most closely related to weight. So post weaning, if we have pigs that maybe 7 to 9 kilograms, they may perform the best
Mm-hmm.
in an environment that is between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
But when the pig reaches 100 kilograms,
Mm-hmm.
he may perform best between 16 and 20 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
We know today that the modern pig
Mm-hmm.
of our genetics can produce as much as 30% more heat
Mm-hmm.
than he did 20 to 30 years ago. So it's incumbent upon us as farmers to remove that heat to provide comfort to really drive strong feed intake, which encourages growth.
Yeah. So actually, nowadays pig farmers can save some cost from the energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. The challenge for many pig farmers
Mm-hmm.
is to remove as much heat as possible because we know it's a pig, but it's also a heater.
Yeah.
And the pig is consuming feed,
Mm.
and just like an oven, he's burning it up and producing heat. So
Yeah.
it's with the application of these new technologies,
Yeah.
they really focus on controlling and managing exhaust rates from the farm.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, I think, for example, in a room, there may be different piglets with different piglets with different weights. So, how should we control the temperature to feed all the piglets?
Yeah, um, what we will be presenting today
Mm-hmm.
is that there's not an easy answer. It's just something
Yeah.
that many producers focus on.
Mm-hmm.
If we have weight variation within the barn,
Yeah.
we know there's sometimes different temperature zones within the barn.
Yeah.
So the small pigs, we recommend putting in the warmest areas of the barn
Mm-hmm.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, and from a general overall approach,
Mm-hmm.
what we know is if the temperature is high, feed intake may go down
Mm-hmm.
and growth rate will be impacted.
Yeah.
But if the temperature is too cold,
Mm-hmm.
it will have an effect both on growth rate and feed conversion.
Yeah.
So if we have large weight variations within the room, it'd be our general recommendation to have settings relative to the smallest pig in the barn. Because if those small pigs can't get too cold,
Mm-hmm.
it will have an effect on economics in two ways, not just one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we should suit the smallest pig.
Yes.
So um, now the ventilation is very important, and the temperature is also very important. There are some ways to control the temperature, like the spray cooling or the water cooling. Uh, so, what do you think their advantages and disadvantages?
Yeah, sprinkling and the use of water for cooling pigs is really important
Mm,
because, unlike humans, pigs don't have sweat glands. They can't cool down naturally.
mm,
So, we think that using water on the back of pigs is almost like uh, uh, a radiator for a car.
yeah.
If it gets very warm, we
Mm,
need to remove that heat.
mm,
Now, yeah, we think it's safe on pigs over 50 kilograms to
mm,
begin to use water only when the temperature within the barn
mm,
is 10 degrees Celsius over the desired temperature. Um,
mm,
Also, when we use sprinkling, it's wise to use that intermittently.
mm,
So we may sprinkle pigs for a minute
mm,
and then not sprinkle pigs for 10 minutes, allowing all that water to evaporate and cool the pig, and then come back and cool them down again. The last thing that we would like to do
mm,
is impact the conditions of the floor
mm.
that may lead to lameness and injury.
Yeah. Uh, so it is important to choose a right way to cooling temperature at the right period.
Absolutely, absolutely. And only use cooling
Mm,
when the room temperature is 10 degrees Celsius or higher
mm,
above the desired room temperature.
yeah. Actually, from yesterday, I impressed by the presentation by your team. And I know that I heard that now PIC focused a lot in China. You did a lot of local um, experiments with the local pigs, local PIC pigs, and also uh, Mr. David
David Casey.
David Casey moved to China. So why PIC focus so much on China market?
Well, we think the Chinese market is very exciting.
Yeah.
Due to our core fundamental values as a company.
Mhm.
What we have as Genus corporate values is helping feed the world. We know that a great proportion of the globe's pig consumption
Yeah.
is happening in China,
Yeah.
as well as a large proportion of the globe's sows and pigs
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
As we understand, China is looking to continue their progress to improve performance, to improve reproductive performance,
Yeah.
and improve cost of production.
Yeah.
So with the great consumption of pork in the country and the great number of animals in the country, it's very natural for our focus to shift here to China, and we're very excited about the work that many companies are doing in collaboration with our focus.
Yeah. Uh, PIC is one of the earliest company that entered China market, and PIC did a lot of contribution to China pig industry. I think in the future, definitely PIC will do better.
Well, we're excited about bringing different technologies,
Yeah.
bringing what we're learning around the globe
Yeah.
to Chinese farmers, and also learning from Chinese farmers. We know that many of our customers are the industry experts, are the industry leaders, and we see this as a reciprocal relationship and a partnership.
Yeah. In yesterday's presentation, I learned that all the genetic improvements are measured by money in PIC's procedures. So, how do you do this?
So what we do is really model our genetic selection
Mhm.
relative to our customers' business proposition, their value
Yeah.
creation.
Yeah.
As we understand and work with customers and have pigs ourselves, we can understand within today's market
Yeah.
the relative impact of
Mhm.
improvements in feed conversion, improvements in pigs per litter, improvements in growth rate,
Yeah.
and from that, our geneticists build a selection index that can balance all of these indicators together.
Mhm.
We know that things like pig's wing per litter are exciting for many farmers. I remember as a young man being excited about improvements in pig per litter, but in today's economies,
Mhm.
our farmers are focused and understand
Mhm.
about total economics and total profitability.
Yeah.
So we need to have pigs that can perform under those conditions with total economics in mind.
Yeah. So I think this is an important reason that PIC has always bring profit to our farmers. So I also hope in the future with PIC's good quality genetics and the good technologies to bring more profit to our pig farmers. Thanks for our interview.
Thank you very much.